Hello everybody, it is your friend, your pal, your amigo, Cinema Cid, back at it, making another episode of Cinema Cid the Kriterion Kid. Yes, or not yesterday. I mean, I did record this yesterday. I'm wearing the same clothing as before. This is the Cinema Cid getup. I kind of broke the immersion of the fact that this is a real thing. By pretending to type on a 4chan board and then somehow automatically getting replies right away. So to fix the immersion, I'm going to type my question now for the Q&A segment later on at the end of the day. Hi TV, I, Cinema Cid, am back at it again. For today's episode, I'm talking about documentaries on the Criterion Collection, which we will get to. The question is simple. What is your favorite Criterion Collection documentary? Bonus question, caret, capital D, capital D, capital D, capital D. What documentaries do you wish were on the Criterion Collection? Feel free to answer that question in the comments as well. And for the previous episode, and for many episodes to come after this. So after talking yesterday about 2000... I keep saying yesterday. This episode's not coming out. They're not coming out consecutive days. In the last episode, I talked about how much I hated 2001: A Space Odyssey, and for good reason, because it's not a good film. And it kind of made me realize that I think Akira Kurosawa might actually be my favorite director, because 2001 really is the worst film I've ever seen. But, like I promised, this episode we are going to talk about my least favorite Akira Kurosawa film. This one is called The Most Beautiful. I actually haven't seen this one. I just hear it's pretty bad. The portrait of a female volunteer workers... This portrait of female volunteer workers at an optics plant during World War II, shot on location at the Nippon Kogaku factory, was created with a patriotic agenda. Yet thanks to Akira Kurosawa's groundbreaking semi-documentary approach, The Most Beautiful... Oh, it's a documentary. Wait, is it a documentary? I think it's a documentary. That kind of fits with today's theme today. The Most Beautiful is a revealing look at Japanese women of the era and anticipates the aesthetics of Japanese cinema's post-war social realism. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of Akira Kurosawa's The Most Beautiful, because I've got nothing for it. Like I said, today we're going to talk about like documentaries and stuff. So I grabbed one from my collection just to give a little talk about it. This is not by no means is it the only documentary on the Criterion Collection. I just like it a lot. And I think... No, I was about to say, it's not the only one I own. I could have gone with Koyaanisqatsi, which is a masterpiece, by the way. And I think that's about it. As for what I own, I don't own the whole Criterion Collection yet. But maybe someday. This film is For All Mankind, directed by Al Reinert. It's about the moon landing of 1969. I guess it's not really a documentary, because that didn't happen. I guess it's more... there's this movie called Operation Avalanche, directed by Matt Johnson, and that's more of like a more realistic documentary about what happened. But I guess this is just kind of a fictional take on that film. And yeah. I guess that kind of brings me to the next section of this episode, which is movies I wish was on the Criterion Collection. Operation Avalanche is a very good film, and it's very informative as to like what really happened on that faithful day of July 1969. I don't know what day it had. Maybe it was the 11th or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was a very good film. I heavily recommend it. We got 2 more documentaries at the side here that I do wish were on the Criterion Collection. One of them is The Devil and Daniel Johnston, which is a music documentary about a guy named Devil Johnston, or Daniel Johnston, and his devil. This dude's kind of mentally fucking insane, and his music kind of sucks, but it's a good film, and it made me cry. I guess this is the last documentary. I guess we'll do 3 movies per episode of movies I wish was on the Criterion Collection. We got Dead Kennedys, In God We Trust Incorporated, The Lost Tapes. It's about like half an hour long, maybe. It's just the band Dead Kennedys recording their 1982 EP, In God We Trust Inc. I think it's 1982. It might be 1982. But yeah, it just goes into the hardships of the band and what they had to deal with when recording this EP. Like, it was very uncomfortable in the studio, like very hot, there was no air conditioning. Everybody had to pee all the time. Okay. We're gonna do a segment of In a Spoiled World. But like last episode, I was reading from a thing, but I didn't really come up with anything for this episode. So I'm gonna think. I'll just look at any movie. Let's look at this collection over here. Oh, Sorry to Bother You. That's the first. Movie on the list of things that I'm gonna spoil today. It's like BoJack Horseman, but live action. I got nothing. I don't know what movies to pick. Oh, Zombieland, directed by someone. Bill Murray gets shot in the face, I think. He's in the second one, so. Oh, spoilers for Zombieland 2 also. That's on there now. Zombieland 2, Bill Murray's in it. The Usual Suspects. Kaiser Soze is a pedophile. A gay pedophile. It Part 2. The new one that just came out last year that was really good. Pennywise gets bullied to death by a bunch of adults. That's it for that segment. Let's see. I guess we're gonna do our Q&A now. It's time for the Q&A. We got a couple of replies. I stopped reading when I saw the Reddit spacing. That didn't answer my question. Green text arrow, Criterion. Cringe for Redditors and art fags. Come back when you discuss vinegar syndrome. I don't look up what vinegar syndrome is. I don't know what that is. Wait, what the fuck is this? Oh, vinegar syndrome sounds kind of fucking dope, actually. Like, unironically, out of character, this kind of sounds dope. There's no information about it at all. Alright, well, I guess I'll just go fuck myself. We got nothing today? We got absolutely nothing at all. Alright, well. I guess I'll have to start going to... You know what? I'm gonna ask Reddit real quick. I'm gonna copy this and post it to Reddit. And I guess I'll just riff a little bit. Where is Reddit? Reddit is right here. I'm sorry, give me one moment. Give me one moment. I am very sorry. I was not anticipating nobody to answer my question, and now I'm very upset, and I don't want to do this show anymore. Nobody's watching it. Nobody cares about Criterion. It's genuinely upsetting. Why the fuck can I not copy? Alright, okay. 4chan just really hurts my feelings, man. Let's talk about some more documentaries while we wait for responses, and hopefully they'll start flooding in. Shit, that really took a toll out of me. A documentary I really like on Criterion, like I said, is Koyan Eskatsi, and it looks really pretty. It's shot very well, and the music, composed by Philip Glass, is very well made, even though all he does is arpeggios. That's what he's known for, and that's what he's best at. Pawakatsi is another good one. That's about civilization, also with Philip Glass music. Nakoi Katsi is also a pretty good one. That might be my favorite one of the three. Symbiocytotoxoplasm is a documentary about a dude who's making a movie, but he's not really making a movie. He's making a documentary about this fake movie that he's directing. And it's basically like the equivalent of a YouTube social experiment, but like if it was done in the 70s. And it's really interesting to see his entire production fall apart, and everybody panicking, saying, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. And the director, William Greaves, is the only one who does know what's going on right now, and he's playing all of them like a damn fiddle. It's pretty good. F for Fake by Orson Welles. He made Citizen Kane and The Strangers, I think. I don't think he made that movie. F for Fake it's alright. Orson Welles is pretty pretentious, but I can see the appeal. What other documentaries do I have? I didn't plan this far ahead. Nobody answered my question on... Fuck. Nobody answered my question on Reddit yet. My fucking... What's another documentary? I hear Showa's pretty good. Fun fact, it's the longest movie on the Criterion Collection, I think. It's about the Holocaust. Mr. America. It's a pretty good documentary about a guy running for district attorney because he was wrongfully put on trial for the murder of 19 kids, and he was proven innocent. So he's just trying to run for district attorney to get back at them, and give the county the rightful justice that it does not have but deserves. There's absolutely nothing. I guess that's the end of this episode. Tune in next time whenever I start asking questions on Reddit instead of 4chan. And hopefully we'll have something to talk about.